What is something wealthy people misunderstand about being poor? How expensive it is. I think wealthy people that have never been poor have no idea just how expensive it is to live life as a poor person, and how cheap it is to live life when you don't have to watch your budget. The lack of options. The amount of times I've heard, if they're in a bad area, why don't they just move? As if moving didn't cost money they don't have and losing any sort of community support they may rely on. Choice and opportunity. That there were never equal opportunities for everyone. How exhausting it is. Also the worry. What's an annoyance to the rich is a catastrophe for the poor. Simply get a job. Simply work harder. Simply don't buy a coffee, and you'll be able to afford a house. You're usually not just poor. You usually have something else going on, like having poor mental health, being disabled, being poorly educated, being vulnerable, etc. Questions like, why TF did you get pregnant? Or, why can't you just get a job? Have socio-political answers like, the education system failed me. Lots of rich people think there's a kind of more level playing field than there is. Like, many people can't afford to go to get a degree. Can't afford to not be employed after graduation. If you don't have parents willing to find your rent or whatever, there are some industries poor people are unlikely to make it in. Trickle-down economics do not work at all. They don't even remotely work. A lot of people think being poor is just about having less money, but it's often about having fewer choices. When every unexpected expense is a problem, it's much harder to save, plan ahead, or take risks that could improve your situation. Budgeting for things like rent and groceries. That buying cheap, crappy stuff because it's all you can afford in one go actually ends up very expensive in the long run. See Vim's Boots theory, as should be referenced quickly on every thread which asks this sort of question. What it's like to literally have no money, even if only for a few days before payday. I'd say not having enough money. When I don't have enough money, I can't buy food. When a wealthy person doesn't have enough money, they can't buy, let's say, a new car. Everything. JFK said he didn't know the Great Depression happened until he read about it in textbooks at Harvard. That they can't just buy it now if they want it. When you are poor, all of your money goes on surviving. There is no spare money, no credit, no ability to save. That being poor is expensive. One small error and you pay late fees, worse stuff, cheap things break faster, and there is no room to breathe. Their value. Wealthy people overestimate their importance to society and look down on poorer people based on how much wealth they have accumulated. COVID showed just how important minimum wage workers are for a healthy society to function. Oh, you can't pay that bill. Here's an extra charge simply because you're skint. Look at Reddit. People acting like they are poor on their 100K versus actual national average earning people who outnumber them by far. Also, they say shit like, 1 million isn't a lot of money. They don't understand much at all, though they will fight you about it all day. I'm poor because I don't get paid enough, and shit's too expensive. I can't budget my way out of this. A lot of them understand this, but many don't understand how fucking expensive it is, not just in terms of money either. The cost of bananas. What could they be? $10?